Hi, this is Andy, and I like lifting weights. I have been doing it on and off for quite a while, but I've been training more specifically powerlifting for about 2 years now is when I started my first powerlifting template. Um, I also turned 40 2 months ago in January, and I moved from Texas to New Hampshire in back in October. So I graduated from Rice University in Texas with my PhD in physics, and I got a postdoc out here in New Hampshire. So that changed a couple things. So the thing with Texas is that it has a pretty big powerlifting scene, and the state has a much higher population than New Hampshire. And also, with turning 40, now I'm a master's athlete. So I was kind of on the fence as to whether I even really wanted to compete or not, but when I took a look at some of the state records, I saw that in Texas a year ago in the open division, here's what I would have had to lift, and yeah, I'm not even close to any of that. But here in New Hampshire, in the Masters 1 division, I would have to hit these numbers. So the state records, yeah, my squat is almost as heavy as that. I have done 405 pounds. I have bench pressed 325 pounds, which I did not record, but I did record myself failing it a couple months earlier. And I have deadlifted 465 pounds. All of those were just over a year ago. I haven't really gotten stronger since then, but I'm mostly back to those old numbers except on my squat. This last summer I got some knee pain just as an overuse issue, and now that I hired a coach, shout out to Angela from the Strength Athlete, it's getting better in a hurry. And since I started working with her, my top sets have gone up from about 275 to 335 without any pain just the other day. So if I keep going at this rate, I would be looking to compete sometime like late summer, sometime in the fall. It should be up for it, and I don't want an injury to be what's holding me back. I want to show up as my best self and leave it all out there in the platform if I do it. Alright, so I've mostly been looking at USAPL because they seem to have a pretty good presence out here. A lot of people at my gym compete with them. I also know that they have regional competitions, which, I mean, hey, maybe I could qualify for that at some point. And there's a pro series. I don't really know anything about that. Powerlifting America also had a meet out at my gym 2 weeks ago, and they're going to have another one in July. From what I understand about them, they're the IPF affiliate, and I'm not going to qualify for any international competitions. But it's a possibility. The funny thing with that is when I looked at their state records, they're all state standard, meaning not even set by a person. So I guess there's not a lot of people out here competing with them. But the bench press is a little bit lower, and the deadlift is something I could pull for a triple easily. So, I mean, maybe. I'd consider it. But yeah, that's kind of where I am with the powerlifting right now. I'm getting better. I'm all about getting better, the self-improvement. I do have a little bit of a thing I've been working around in my shoulder for a while now. I stopped benching for like almost a decade because of that, but it's something I've been able to work around since I found out about the powerlifting arch. Yeah, sure. Why didn't I think of that? And widen my grip a little bit. It's a little bit more chest, and now with my knee recovering, that's looking good. So yeah, I'm 40. I have my aches and pains. Nothing I can't work around. I do have a career that's pretty demanding. I mean, that's what happens when you go into academia. But I'm not going to let that stop me from doing what I enjoy, from working out, keeping on improving myself. I actually eat healthy and do cardio, so I'm not like your stereotype of a fat powerlifter. But hey, I mean, just because the number says 40 doesn't mean all that much. You can work around it and keep getting better. So as for me, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to break some state records. Thanks for tuning in.